Your lack of discipline is making you undesirable. Your inability to make decisions from your higher self is keeping you stuck. The reason why the cycle keeps repeating is because you're not changing who you're being. When we create change, your brain is going to fire off a bunch of emergency signals that things are off. And because you have no control over your mind now, you'll listen to whatever flight or fight response that your brain signals off to keep you safe, keep you comfortable, and you listen every time because your emotions are currently stronger than you. When our mind has a stronghold over us, we listen to whatever it says. Your brain is a piece of anatomy that only holds a record of the past. So how are you going to become this new version of yourself when you're in a constant cycle of the same thought patterns repeating? So to become a new person, we need to stop listening to our old thoughts and programming. Today, we're going to talk about how ugly your lack of discipline is. It's quite literally repelling everything that you want out of life. When becoming this new upgraded version of yourself, it's going to come with a lot of battles from the old self. The one thing I want you to adopt is fluidity, being able to change your perspective, being open to new ideologies. Do want to put a disclaimer, this all will seem hard, and the harder it seems to you, the less control you actually have over your thoughts and the more you need this. Someone who has no control over the way they feel and think and is just at mercy to all the circumstances that happen around them, you're going to constantly be in a cycle of reacting to your outer environment. And if you're constantly reacting to the things you don't like, bills showing up, that man leaving you on red, going to work with coworkers you don't like and feeling underpaid, seeing someone on Instagram living the life of your dreams, seeing someone go to the gym while you sit on the couch, reacting to all of that and having zero control is hard. I want you guys to choose right now what you want your hard to be. The super high value people we look up to, they didn't get to where they are by always listening to their emotions. Because guess what? Sometimes you're going to be tired. Sometimes you're going to be lazy. Sometimes you're going to be sad. You're going to be heartbroken. And those super disciplined people do it anyways. They get up and go to the gym sad. You know how many times I've literally cried in the gym? You guys are giving yourselves way too many cop-outs, and it's keeping you stuck in the same cycle. We're about to go into 2025. How many cycles have repeated for you because you're not making decisions out of your higher self? You're constantly listening to your emotions, so you're at mercy to whatever circumstantial event, feeling is going on. You're stuck on the hamster wheel, and I'm here to help you get off. Give yourself permission right now, literally close your eyes, to let go. Let go of who you've been up until this point. It does not matter. The past does not exist anymore. The only reality is this current present moment. It's the only thing that's real. The future doesn't exist, the past doesn't exist, and living in either two of those realms creates so much anxiety and depression. Now is what changes your future. So let's do this together. This is the past, and this is the future. And here you are, little Billy in the middle. The future is created. I'm going to draw little clouds here. The future is created by what you are currently in this very now moment thinking, feeling, and believing. Your predominant beliefs is what creates your reality. How you think creates emotions. Emotions are frequency. The law of attraction simply means like attracts like. So whoever you are, however you think, and however you feel is how you are drawing all your future circumstances to you. And so if we constantly anchor ourselves into the past, I don't want to go to the gym, I have gym anxiety, I have low self-worth, I have low confidence, could never make $100,000 a year, whatever your current beliefs are, that doesn't exist anymore. Give yourself permission to fully let go of your past. I don't care if you grew up broke. I don't care if your parents got a divorce. That has nothing to do with your current financial circumstances or your current love life and the future that you can have. We have to literally abominate all of the memories that we've experienced up until this point that has created our current belief system, or we are not going to be able to move ahead. The only moment that exists is now. Now creates your future. And so if you want a future that has the body, the money, husband or wife, we need to change the now. So many people give up when they have a cheat meal and they go too crazy. They binge eat on sweets and they're like, well, fuck this diet. I'm done. It doesn't work. Or I've proven to myself now that I am not disciplined. Cut it the fuck out. It is not that deep. Get the fuck up and keep making the decisions that are going to align to take you where you want to go. It's not all or nothing. It's not black or white. And we're not robots. As much as we would love to make every decision to be perfectly aligned with our higher self, we are not that person yet. If you make one decision and it makes you feel like crap, the most important thing you can do is realize how bad that decision made you feel because it's not aligned with your higher self, and then just choose differently. You guys watching this are all toddlers again. Every time I become a new version of myself, I think of myself as a toddler. I'm gonna make mistakes. The important thing is to keep moving. And the top 1%ers, they're moving. It doesn't matter what mistakes they make. They don't let that be proof of why they're not worthy, why they can't do this, why they're inconsistent. They just keep moving until they accomplish their goal. And you guys sit and look at these people who've accomplished all these things and think it's so out of touch. Why? They were sitting in the same shoes as you. They just didn't give up so damn easily. So now that we're going into 2025, please stop throwing in the towel every 2 seconds. The entitlement is actually through the roof. You're not entitled to a massive transformation. You have to earn it. I find that discipline is specifically hard for women, way more harder for women than men, because we are so emotional. We let our emotions dictate our actions. You need to reframe also how you look at discipline. Most women have it ass backwards. They think they have to be motivated to do something, but you're never going to be motivated to do something that you already haven't been doing or that you don't want to do. So if you haven't gone to the gym in 5 months, motivation isn't going to fall out of the sky one day and make you randomly want to go to the gym. It's not going to happen. You haven't been doing it. You probably have some resistance to it. It's not going to randomly hit you in the face and you're going to feel motivated to go. There's certain actions we have to take no matter how we feel. And if you don't take action aside from your emotions and you can't learn how to conquer this piece of anatomy up here, you will forever be in the same freaking spot. Motivation is volatile. Stop being motivated and looking for things outside of yourself to take action and just start doing. If it's aligned with your higher self, and it's going to make you feel good and it's good for you, do. I want you guys starting to have an HSD. I made this up. This is called a higher self dialogue, and you guys are going to start talking to yourself out loud and creating what I call pivots. If you don't feel like going to the gym because you haven't been in 5 years, instead of waiting to feel motivated, you're going to talk to yourself out loud. HSD, higher self dialogue. Is this beneficial for the goals of my higher self? Is this good for me? Is this what someone would do who fully loved themselves and is fully confident would do? And if the answer is yes, you take action anyways. If you guys started having this dialogue, you would get so much further. If you could take small breaks to truly ask yourself, hey, is this serving my higher self? Hey, is what I'm doing right now aligned with keeping me the same or helping me grow? You would get so much further, because then you would be able to rationalize to the emotional brain what's actually good for you and what's actually helping you on your path to leveling up. And you finally get to go to the gym one day and your brain goes, go home, you're tired, you had a long day, you got here, that's good enough, you don't need to do your last set. Most people, because they're on autopilot and have no control over their mind, they go home, they listen. This voice in your head is called the inner bitch dialogue. I actually got this from Mindset Mentor. He's on Apple Podcasts. He's literally amazing. This is your old self. So start thinking of your old self as your inner bitch. I'm going to be real with you guys. It's a Saturday. I live in Miami. I worked for about 4 or 5 hours this afternoon. And the last thing I wanted to do when I got home was film a YouTube video. My inner bitch voice was like, oh, you're tired, rot on the couch. Let's put on a movie, self-care night, so much fun. And then I looked at my ring light and I was like, I made a promise. I said I was going to film a YouTube video tonight. Why would I push it off till last minute? YouTube videos drop every Tuesday, so hit that subscribe button. Would taking the action of not filming this YouTube video right now be aligned with my old self or the version of myself that I'm trying to become? Being lazy and slacking off simply just doesn't align with who I want to become, so I don't associate with that version of myself. And I want to tell you guys, I half-assed chores when I was a kid. I was lazy. The way I have transformed that faster than you would ever think. Once I became aware of it, it transformed almost instantly. I just stopped listening to my thoughts that would tell me to half ass anything because rationally, now I'm rationalizing to my emotional brain that it doesn't make sense. If I'm going to spend all the work going to the gym, getting dressed up, completing 3 of my exercises, why would I not complete the 4th one? Why would I go all the way to the gym, do all my exercises, and then not push myself? Most of you are putting in more effort just thinking about all the things you need to be doing rather than just taking action. It takes more effort to sit and think about all the things you're not doing that other people are doing. Think about all the goals you're not accomplishing that you desire that other people are accomplishing, and they get to enjoy all these fruits of their life, and you're just sitting there like a mule of your old programming. You're a slave to it. You're not making conscious efforts to align the habits that you're supposed to be doing with your higher self, with the version of you want to become. You will become her or him in a blink of an eye, I promise you. Time goes by fast. So stop relying on motivation. It's outside of you. Start relying on your own discipline. Discipline is taking action no matter how you feel. When you start implementing non-negotiable habits that your higher self would be doing, and then you don't listen to your brain when it starts freaking out because it feels uncomfortable, it is only a matter of time before you become that person. How special and insane is that we all have the opportunity to become something different at any given point. There's no project that's more rewarding than becoming a version of yourself that is so badass, that is so confident, that is so loving because they love themselves so much